Want a cordless Dyson vacuum, but you don't want to pay the price? Maybe this DSORUPA is just right for you. Or maybe this thing's complete junk. We're going to test it out today. Just a quick overlook at this, and this looks like a Dyson, but it's not a Dyson, it's a DSORUPA, quite a bit cheaper. This thing was about $135, and you can see here, these are just all the parts. I'm going to do a very quick walkthrough on this thing. This is a little scent tab that comes through it that goes in the filter, and right here's the head itself, and you can see this. This thing does feel like it's pretty well made, and I like the spinning action on this, and it's good looking, and it feels pretty solid. And then we're moving on to the actual vacuum itself. It kind of looks like a big space age gun. You know, it looks like something from a cartoon that they would use to kill Bugs Bunny or something. Anyway, this futuristic world we live in. And you see here, these are just all the parts laid out so that you can see everything that comes with this. So that's just a parts list right there. And here's the box that tells you everything that's inside that box, and that was everything that was laying on the table just now. And right here is the vacuum. And this is how you open the bin. And I want to let you know this, after I use this a few times, I use this vacuum a few times now, that bin does not open super easy. So you got to work with it a little bit sometimes. Sometimes it pops pretty good, but then sometimes you got to kind of push on it. Something to think about. And here's how the battery snaps on, and that's pretty easy. Got that juice. And as far as I can tell, this battery in this thing right now would probably last you about 25 good minutes of sweeping probably. And here we are showing you how to put this thing together. It's just like any of these other cordless vacuums that I've used in the past. They just snap together pretty easily. They almost all look sort of like they've been made in the same factory because the parts just all sort of look interchangeable. And there's one of the attachments. And then when you're done using the attachments, you can just snap them to this base. And I had to screw this onto the wall. And this has a secondary air filter that's on the back here. Some cordless vacuums don't come with this kind of a filter. And this one's got this extra one here, so I guess it probably really keeps the air clean. And you can change this filter out. And then the actual dust filter, here's that. This comes with a brush so that you can clean that dust filter out, which I thought was pretty handy because I've usually washed these out in the past, but this brush really does help. I've used these brush on these filters before, and they get pretty clean. And here we are doing the vacuum itself. You can see it's got 3 levels on it. So when you turn this thing on, it's either in regular mode, and then it speeds up a little bit, and you put it like in super mode, and it just gives you this readout here of how much energy is left in it in the battery, how much power is left in the battery. And that's what that looks like right now. I like this digital readout. It's pretty nice. When AI and ChatGPT take over the whole world, you know, these things will probably be detecting whenever there's a spill on the floor and cleaning everything for you. Right here, you can see this is inside the filter. It's also got one of those metal filters that most of these cordless vacuums come with. And a lot of regular vacuums come with this too. So there's the metal filter, and oh, here I am vacuum already. And I just wanted to let you see, I'm using it on this store rug. And as I'm sweeping, it's picking up stuff pretty good. So the vacuum on this, I'd say, is at slightly above average on a cordless vacuum. In the high power mode, of course. And he's sweeping her. And because I know you wanted to see it, here's what the old vacuum cleaner salesman used to do. They make a real dramatic pickup so you see how well this thing works. So that's all I'm doing right here. I'm using salt on the hard floor and on carpet. The thing is, it picks something up. So I'm just putting some salt down. That's pretty fine. Step on it just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to set this on maximum power so you guys can hear it in real life. Here we go. It starts out in low, moving on to the next level, which is medium, and then high. That's all it's got. Okay, here we go. You see some trash, just a little bit of stuff spinning around in there. We'll go down here. When you empty this thing, you push this button, it pops open. Sometimes it doesn't pop open though, so you gotta hit it a couple of times and push on it a little bit sometimes. I want to warn you. And then we're gonna now look at what they call an aroma tab. This thing right here is a little scent tab that you put in here. I put it in and I turned this thing on, but it never worked I never could smell anything. Couldn't smell anything at all in this. And it's supposed to give you some kind of a fresh smell. The technical term for this thing is actually aroma tab. And this one just did not work. I was kind of hoping that it would give me some kind of like a tropical smell or something while I cleaned. And here I am using one of the attachments, just trying to get some cobwebs. So I do a little bit of cobweb action here, and then you'll see me hit a wall with this. And this thing seems to extend pretty good. I mean, you can see. And I'll just run it across the wall here. Kind of give a full view of this thing. And it's not that heavy, so it's pretty easy to use. I think it looks scarier than what it is because it's got that big barrel on it, but, you know, not bad at all. And here we are hooking it up to the dock. So I had to put 2 screws in this thing to mount it. But once you get the thing mounted, you're good to go. You plug it in, and then it just touches those 2 tabs there, and it charges all the time. And I know there's different schools of thought on whether you should charge these things all the time or not, but this thing's made to do it that way, so that's what I'm doing. And obviously there's a digital readout here of how much juice is in the thing, so you know if the thing's charged before you start using it again. I think that's a good looking vacuum. So that was a short and sweet look at this DSORUPA vacuum cleaner, or what I like to call the fake Dyson. I think the suction's a little better than average. It was a little bit difficult to open the dustbin, and that little scent thing doesn't work. Those are my only 2 complaints about it. Other than that, it's kind of an average cordless vacuum with slightly better suction. That's all I'll say about it. Thanks for tuning into Tony's Reviews today, and God bless you.